American Picker star Mike Wolfe pitches new spin-off to network as show ratings suffer. Hello everyone, welcome back to my another video. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Mike Wolfe has pitched a new spin-off show to History Channel despite American Pickers suffering low ratings for season 25. Mike 60 stars on American Pickers alongside Robbie Wolfe, Danielle Colby, and John Jersey John Shelley. Sign up for the entertainment and TV newsletter. Your info will be used in accordance with our privacy policy. Season 25 kicked off with the lowest premiere ratings in years, as the episodes that have followed continue to bring in mediocre numbers. The U.S. Sun can exclusively reveal Mike has pitched a new show to History. A source exclusively told the U.S. Sun that the show would follow Mike bringing new life to the sleepy town of Columbia, Tennessee, about 47 miles from Nashville, by purchasing and renovating commercial properties. The insider said, he pitched a spin-off show to the network about what he's doing in Columbia. He's restoring the town by opening up businesses. King of Columbia. The U.S. Sun has previously reported on Mike's $93 million project in Columbia. According to property records, Mike has purchased 7 commercial properties in Columbia. A source previously told the U.S. Sun. The project is costing $93 million. The town is happy Mike is taking this on to help bring new life to Columbia. According to property records, one commercial property is 4,320 square feet and valued at $214,100. Lizzo shares full-body pic of her dramatic weight loss in bikini. The property is rented out to Hazelwood Laboratories, as their business description reads, boutique music systems for hospitality and home. Mike also became the owner of a 2,900 square foot property with a value of $192,700. Muletown Coffee rents out the space. Another commercial property is 4,653 square feet and is appraised at $336,300. The space is a drama theater called Packard Playhouse. Mike also owns a commercial property rented out to Trek Bicycle Store Columbia. The space is worth $464,400 and is 6,279 square feet. The square footage includes an upstairs apartment Mike rents out called Two Lanes Guest House. The U.S. Sun previously reported the American Picker star charges $275 a night from Friday to Sunday and $200 a night from Monday to Thursday. During holidays, including Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, the price is $425 a night. Additional fees include a $100 cleaning fee, $25 per person if more than 2 guests stay at the location, a 14.25% lodging tax, and a security deposit. The lodging features 1 bedroom with a king bed, a couch that pulls out a queen bed, a bathroom, a kitchen, and a washer and dryer. The space is filled with antiques picked by Mike himself. Mike said of the space on the website, "There's so much to see and experience here. I wanted to create a space that allowed visitors to experience the charms of staying on Main Street in a small town. One of my favorite things is to look outside the 13-foot windows at the 1905 courthouse and hear the clock in the tower on top of it chime every hour. You can walk downstairs into the street and see the shopkeepers preparing to open for the day. You can even smell the biscuits and bacon puckets is cooking up for breakfast." Columbia Motor Alley. Mike bought the former Chevrolet dealership Columbia Motor Alley, which was built in 1948, in November 2017 for $400,000. The estimated value is $717,400, and the building is a massive 13,440 square feet. A source close to Mike previously told the U.S. Sun, "It used to be a car restoration building, and then Mike Wolfe bought it. He has employees who work on bicycles and more in the garage section. Mike has his cars and motorcycles here on display. He has motorcycles, bikes, cars, and antiques he finds on the show. There is also a merchandise shop that sells shirts, hats, oil cans, mugs, and more goods. Outside of the store are 2 vintage gas pumps. There are also various vintage cars and motorcycles from Mike's personal collection on display, including a black Ford Model A, a red Porsche, a beige 1934 Ford Coupe, and an
also
Indian
hosts
motorcycle. Colombia, coffee, and cars in the spring, summer, and fall months. New restaurant. According to property records viewed by the U.S. Sun, Mike also dropped $600,000 on a 976-square-foot property on September 15, 2022. The U.S. Sun previously reported the space will be a restaurant, as construction to the outside has been completed. The front of the restaurant has a wooden pergola with lights streaming from the beams. There are gray pavers under the pergola instead of concrete. The fire pit area also has pavers, and there is a brick bench for customers who want to sit around the fire. Opposite the brick fire pit are pavers that are elevated, which will be a stage for karaoke and performers. The outdoor area is lined with a black metal gate and brick planter boxes with shrubs. A source told the U.S. Sun at the time, "It's going to be a restaurant. They are going to sell pizza, soda, that kind of stuff. Construction workers are building a stage for karaoke, a fire pit, and a pergola in front of the building." Need to do HOM? Just outside of the small town, Mike purchased a 3-bathroom, 3,166-square-foot home for $700,000 on May 20, 2022. The brick house features a wood deck, detached carport, cabana, utility building, porch, basement, and more amenities. But Mike may not be done buying properties, as the U.S. Sun obtained photos of him checking out a new commercial building back in November. Ratings. The new venture comes as ratings have decreased for season 25. The season 25 premiere was the lowest of any first episode in years. Classic Car Cemetery had just 723,000 viewers, while the second episode of the premiere, Hidden Cash Stash, dropped down to 676,000. Week 2's Mike and Homer brought in 880,000 viewers. The January 10 episode, Picking Against Time, brought in 809,000 viewers. Ratings used to reach over 1 million, especially with fan favorite Frank Fritz, who hasn't appeared on the show since 2020. American Pickers airs Wednesdays at 9 p.m. on History. In the ever-evolving world of reality television, where the focus shifts as frequently as the camera pans across the dusty antiques and forgotten treasures featured on shows like American Pickers, Mike Wolfe, the seasoned host and co-founder of the popular History Channel series, is diving headfirst into the future. As American Pickers sees its ratings dip, Wolfe is not sitting idly by, waiting for the inevitable decline. Instead, he is leveraging his experience, expertise, and undeniable passion for antique picking to pitch a brand new spin-off to the network. This initiative aims to keep the spirit of American Pickers alive while exploring fresh territory and capturing the attention of both existing fans and a new audience. The landscape of television ratings is a challenging one to navigate, especially for long-running shows that start to show signs of wear and tear. In the case of American Pickers, which debuted on the History Channel in 2010, its charm has waned for some viewers. Critics argue that the show's initial allure, intimate glimpses into the world of treasure hunting and the uncovering of historical relics, has been diluted by repetition and a shift in its content focus. As ratings fluctuate and some fans drift away, Mike Wolfe remains deeply committed to the spirit of the show, and the community delves into the motivations behind Mike Wolfe's decision to pitch a spin-off, explores his vision for the new show, and discusses the shifting dynamics of the antique hunting world in the modern age. We'll look at the changes American Pickers has undergone in recent years, examine the new direction that Wolfe hopes to explore, and reflect on the broader trends in reality television that have influenced his pitch. The story is one of reinvention, survival, and a fierce determination to stay relevant in an increasingly competitive market. The challenges of maintaining relevance in a changing television landscape. As with many reality TV shows, American Pickers was not immune to the changing tides of viewer preferences and the digital age. The show was initially lauded for its refreshing take on the world of antiquities, capturing the hearts of audiences who were drawn to its combination of history, adventure, and human interest. The genuine enthusiasm of Mike Wolfe, his co-host Frank Fritz, and their encounters with quirky characters and forgotten relics across the American Midwest made for compelling television. However, as the show continued its run, certain patterns began to emerge. Many fans and critics noted that the formula had become predictable. The process of finding treasure in barns and abandoned buildings started to feel repetitive, and the magic of discovery was often overshadowed by a scripted feel in the interactions between the hosts and their discoveries. With the growth of digital platforms and the rapid consumption of content, audiences' expectations evolved. They craved more than just a rehashing of what they had already seen. The show's viewership started to decline, and critics began to point to the changes in the cast, behind-the-scenes controversies, and a shift in the tone of the show. In particular, the departure of Frank Fritz, Wolfe's longtime co-host, from the series in 2020 left a noticeable void, further alienating some viewers who had grown accustomed to the dynamic between the two hosts. Fans were left wondering if American Pickers could still retain its original charm without the duo at its helm. In response to these challenges, Mike Wolfe saw an opportunity to revitalize his passion for antiquing while ensuring the success of the show's legacy. He understood that it was not enough to simply continue with the same format. Innovation was needed, and a fresh approach was crucial. This is where the idea for a new spin-off took root. Mike Wolfe's vision for the spin-off. Wolfe's spin-off pitch centers around a new concept that is deeply connected to his love for history, culture, and discovery, but with a twist. While the new show retains the core elements that made American Pickers a success, exploring old relics, uncovering hidden gems, and telling the stories behind them, it also introduces new characters, fresh locations, and more diverse storylines. The aim is to move away from the repetitive pattern of barn and backyard hunting and broaden the scope of exploration. In his pitch to the network, Wolfe emphasized that the new show would be built on a broader premise of adventure and preservation, encouraging a deeper dive into American history and the untold stories of everyday people. Rather than focusing solely on the quest for antiques, the new series would explore the fascinating subcultures surrounding these artifacts, delving into the lives of the collectors, curators, and preservationists who champion the preservation of America's forgotten treasures. This broader scope would ensure that each episode feels unique, bringing a fresh perspective to the show's established format. To further differentiate the new spin-off from its predecessor, Wolfe envisions the incorporation of a variety of experts from diverse fields. These professionals could include archivists, museum curators, and historical experts, each bringing their specialized knowledge to the show. In this way, viewers would not only see the value of the artifacts being uncovered, but also learn more about the rich historical context behind these items. Wolfe believes that bringing in diverse voices and showcasing multiple perspectives will deepen the show's appeal, attracting a wider range of viewers, from history buffs to those interested in the art of preservation. The new spin-off would venture into new locations, moving beyond the typical barns and backyards to explore urban spaces, cultural landmarks, and even forgotten collections within public institutions. This broader range of environments would open up new storytelling possibilities, giving the show an exciting and dynamic feel that feels fresh, while still maintaining the nostalgic elements that fans love. It's a delicate balance between innovation and tradition, but Mike Wolfe is confident that this approach will reinvigorate both the show and its audience. Mike Wolfe is no stranger to the digital age. As a prominent figure in the antique collecting world, he has leveraged his social media presence to engage directly with fans, showcase his passion for history, and promote the American Pickers brand. Wolfe has used platforms like Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook to give fans behind-the-scenes glimpses into his life, share his personal pics, and highlight the treasures he comes across on his travels. This digital engagement has proven to be an effective way of keeping his audience connected and invested in his journey. However, with the growing influence of streaming platforms and digital content creators, the future of television viewing is undoubtedly changing. In his pitch for the spin-off, Wolfe recognizes the importance of integrating these new media forms into the show's strategy. One of the key aspects of the new series would be the incorporation of digital content that extends beyond the TV screen. This could include interactive elements on social media, web series, and even collaborations with YouTube influencers and other creators within the history and preservation communities. By integrating these platforms, the new spin-off would tap into the broader digital ecosystem, allowing for a more interactive and participatory experience for fans. It would provide opportunities for viewers to connect with the show in real time, share their own finds, and even contribute to the historical narratives explored on the program. In an era where content is consumed across multiple devices and platforms, Mike Wolfe's spin-off would leverage the power of digital media to further engage and expand its audience. As American Pickers approaches its 15th season, the show's legacy is undeniable. It has inspired a generation of antique enthusiasts, revived interest in the history of American culture, and brought attention to the value of preserving the past. However, as the show faces declining ratings and shifting viewer tastes, it's clear that reinvention is necessary for the franchise to remain relevant. Mike Wolfe's spin-off pitch represents a natural evolution of the American Pickers brand. While the core elements of treasure hunting and historical discovery will remain at the heart of the new series, the expanded scope and fresh perspective will breathe new life into the franchise. Wolfe's commitment to preserving the spirit of American Pickers while pushing for new horizons showcases his dedication to both his craft and his audience. If successful, the new spin-off could prove to be the catalyst needed to reinvigorate the Pickers franchise and ensure its continued success in an increasingly crowded television landscape. As Mike Wolfe prepares to pitch his new spin-off concept, the future of American Pickers remains uncertain. However, his vision for a fresh approach to antiquing and historical discovery offers hope for the show's continued success. By focusing on a broader range of stories, exploring new locations, and tapping into the power of digital media, Wolfe aims to revitalize the show and capture the interest of both longtime fans and newcomers alike. The spin-off is not just about preserving the past, it's about creating a new chapter in the American Pickers legacy. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.